Good afternoon all. This is Tom here with a layout update. Made some progress, and the helix track that I cut, I'm still waiting for that flex wick to come. That should be here this week, so I can remove the solder off of the joiners, and then I can remove the track and replace it with a solid piece instead of having to cut there on the curves. But that's that. And I did one, but it took me a long time, and I got that to run through now, and the track is okay. This here section, which I had a problem with, I got that fixed, so now the trains run through there nice and smooth. And I burnt when I was soldering on that feeder wire there, the insulator joiner kind of melted, so I don't know if that's going to cause a problem in the future, but I just have to keep an eye on it. I might replace that later. This here turnout, which I reported as a problem, every time the trains run in there it would stall, and I figured it out. This tool here is very handy, and you put it on the track and it lights up, and then you can run it right along the track. And what I did, I started it right here at the insulator and I ran it, and it was on, then it would off, on and off, so I wasn't getting good connection. And so what I did as a first step was I soldered this joint and this joint, and as soon as I did that, boom, everything worked. So that part of the layout was okay now. Then the other problem I had was this here curve. I had a piece of flex track there, and what I did was I got two 18-degree radius curves, put them there, and one little piece of straight track I needed, moved the Y over, and now the joints are all smooth. So the engines run through there now. I got to test a couple other engines. And today I installed my AR10, which I'll go under the layout here. I'm going to turn the light on. We got a little light. And I installed my AR10, and there's the AR10 with a feeder going to the loop, which is B28. And let's see, can I see that? Yeah, that's that one there. And then the main line is B25 or 26. So I had to put a separate bus line in. As you can see, that's BD is bus district 11, and that goes right to my Power Pro, which is there. And you can see I used some T connectors on the DCC out of the Power Pro and hooked that directly up. So that's a small, short little DC circuit, and hooked it up. And when I turned it on, everything came up green, and I ran the engine on it, and as soon as it hits that section of track, it shorts it out. So right here, when this engine hits that spot, my entire network goes down. And so I talked to NCE and sent them a bunch of photos, and they're looking into it. The engines, once they're on there, run through and connect and keep continuing around the oval, no problem. It's just transitioning from this layout to there is the problem, and that's why I got the AR10, because the polarity here is flipped right at this point, and everything is black on this rail and red on this rail. Over here it's the opposite. This should be black and this should be red, and then this would run through no problem. The only problem is when it gets to there, it'll short out. So I either short out here or there. Not sure. So I'm waiting to hear from NCE if anybody's got any ideas. That's the setup. Let me just move this engine. So we got a Y here, and he's insulated right here from the rest of the network. And so this block, which is from here to here and here, is 28, and this block from here to over there is 26, and that's where the discrepancy is on the mismatch of the polarity. This block here to here is 25, and when the trains come off of this onto here, it's smooth, and the polarity is the same all the way through. It's just that because we're coming back, we got like a little reverse loop here, and I'm not sure why that is. So anybody got any suggestions, let me know. Like I say, this here is isolated from here to here. This is isolated from here to down there at that turnout, and then this whole Y is isolated here, here, and here. So I don't know, I don't see how any power can be coming in to this Y other than coming from the AR10. This is going through the AR10. Now this is a metal frog, and you can see I don't have it wired up. Maybe I need to wire it up, but I haven't hooked up my tortoises yet because in case I have to move some track, I don't want to mount them and then have to take them down. So I don't think I have to move any track. It's just probably a wiring situation. NCE told me to change all my EV1s. I had them all jumpered the same way, and they were the default that comes from the factory. That was 1 amp, and so we have it set now that they're all set to 5 amp, and over there they're all set to 5 amp also, and the AR10 is also set for 5 amp. So making progress. My only issue now is the AR10, getting it straightened out so I can run the trains back from the helix back onto the main layouts there. So that's it for today. Hope everybody is safe and well, and we'll see you in the next video. This is Tom, and take care.